from young men, both, there's one called Tony Hodgson, the other Tony Blake. They say the young people of the world are very much distressed about the future. They don't know what will be the future. For what have they got to prepare? Will the world be the same as it is now? Have we got to prepare for a world that will go on having more and more machinery, or will there come big changes in the world? Is there any way in which we should be preparing ourselves for the future? For the young people, they say.
Prepare for today. That's all. Prepare for today.
But is it the same preparation for whatever may be the future?
But according to when the future comes, according to that we can adjust. We can adjust. The world will never be the same for today and tomorrow. Totally different. There is no steady world. Every minute there is a change. Today your body is like that. Prepare a path for that like this. When your body, the proportion of the body changes tomorrow, you can see.
But you told us that there will be some great disaster that will come to the world, and that it is because man has turned so much away from the way of God that there will be perhaps punishment or lesson or something will happen to the world.
It is so. A big revolution is to come now. 2/3 of the population will be destroyed from the world. Within a period of 2 years now it will take place. A big destruction is to come now. This civilization is pent up. It cannot now give happiness to people. It will be removed.
But how can we prepare for this? Or can we only prepare, as you say, by the day? I understand that very well, because this is what our other teachers have told us.
Yes.
And but it is worrying to think.
But it is beyond our capacity.
Beyond our capacity.
Yes. If we can enter into these 3 disciplines, that will help us. Yes. No more help we can get.
Will destruction come through the atomic bomb or through some natural disaster?
War, one thing. A second thing, disease. A third thing, famine. A fourth thing, natural troubles, just like storm and earthquake and other things. These 3-4 disasters will spoil the present population. At least 2/3 will vanish. 1/3 only will remain. Yes. Always it happens. At the end of every 1,000 years, at the end of every 100 years, we find some kind of destruction in the world. One should never fear these things, because it happens.
From a scientific point of view, it is now very likely that there will be again another ice age quite soon in the world, that we shall have the north part of the world all frozen like it used to be, because it already begins and we're beginning to have natural disasters. And from a scientist's study, it seems likely, and I have studied this myself, that we shall soon begin to have this great changes in the Earth's climate, so people will not be able to live in where they have, and the oceans will rise, and many cities will be flooded, like London and Calcutta and so on. These things, they say, will happen, according to scientific theories, in about 40 years at the most, but maybe even quicker.
You see, now Greenland, Iceland,
yes,
Siberia,
yes,
Northern America, etc., all frozen now. Previously there was a good deal of population living in those places.
Yes.
By some reason, that all became uninhabitable.
Yes.
People migrated.
Yes.
Even in the place where they are living, such troubles will come.
Yes.
And the places where we cannot stay will open up.
There was a man called B.G. Tilloch, you know, who
yes,
who wrote about this.
Yes.
He was long before.
Yes. He has studied a little bit astronomy from me.
Really?
Yes, I know him.
Ah,
yes.
How wonderful.
He was a good mathematician also. Mathematician also.
Yes, he's one of the wisest men of India.
Yes. When he was young, a few days we had to stay together. I stayed with him. And some principles in astronomy he has studied from me. Yes.
But my late wife's father knew him. He was in Baroda.
Oh.
Yes. He said he was one of the best men. In fact, he thought he was the best man he ever saw.
Yes. He is a very independent man, a very strong brain man. Yes.